EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And that is over the back line. The end zone, it's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively, and I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Mahomes going to shift him around.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
And Mahomes will do it himself. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Hey, 57, 57. Yellow, yellow. Color. Attack, attack.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, it's Henry. Fights through him. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Baltimore first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chiefs 7-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Come back! Yellow! Attack!
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Hey, go. Down these two.
Here's Mahomes to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Chiefs send out Matt Araiza to punt. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
2nd down, they go again with Henry. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Lamar changing the look. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Jackson now. Now he's going to step up and run. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
22 yards.
Now they'll audible to something else.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off tackle left with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at him.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Running left, it's Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Third down.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. First down carry for Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
But he's got it. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Alohi Gilman on the coverage.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
For a Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 58 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And Jackson throwing once more. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Jackson. They're looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7.
43, 43, attack!
To throw, it's Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Yellow,
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Yellow. 15.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Hey, 43, 15. Come back.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
For the Chiefs field goal, a 25-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing the coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. It got his man, complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
First down, Ravens.
Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Lamar changing the play. Again, Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Harrison Butker to kick off
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. All in all, a pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue. And this is caught. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 43 yards. And the Ravens have retaken a third quarter lead.
14, Chiefs 10.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes to throw once more. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll change things up.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
A first down carry for Smith. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines, but incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And Butker pulled it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 4-point game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now Jackson going to shift him around. Running from the gun with Henry. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Here's Jackson to throw. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Jackson going to keep it. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's another Baltimore.
To throw again is Jackson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown.
Justice Hill taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
14 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And Mahomes picking up the 1st as he slides and hits the deck. Mahomes going to change things up.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st down.
Smith is into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Andy Reid, never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he goes out right around the 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Sit hot. 180. Nice shot.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Breaks the tackle. Now Allen. He's still on his feet. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 61 yards. And the Ravens use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
At the 47-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
43! 43!
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. He'll drop to throw. Mahomes will do it, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Chiefs 23. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 157 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Shrugs him off. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They get 17 more on that one and another first down. Up the middle, it's Hill. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
He'll try to do it himself. And he is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A 20th carry down for Derrick Henry. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 33-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, dribble it, dribble it. Hey, color. 15. My time.
Mahomes to throw it. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
and you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. For the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
25 yards on the play. And the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal.
Yellow.
Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mahomes will throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their #1 running option that you've scouted and take away their #1 receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Jackson to throw. That is caught with Sean Bateman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
I step correct. Got you all in check. I got that eggnog that make you your neck. I got you all in check. And you know we come through to wreck the discotheque. I got you all in check. Throw your hands up in the air, don't ever disrespect. I got you all in check. Bust the rhymes up in the blazer. True indeed. Yes, I got the record, that's word on my seed. I'm guaranteed to give you what you need. One blood, everybody like Junior Reed. Wake up every morning, yo, I must succeed. Nationwide rockers make the world stampede. Yo, Willie, make we roll some mad charge. Now I must proceed.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's 2 AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. Now Ali going to take it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
Don't worry.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Jackson going to change things up a bit. Here's Jackson off the play fake. Throw caught by Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Baltimore first down.
Now a handoff to Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Henry up the middle. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
15 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They run wide side with Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Henry. Runs through the contact. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Chiefs nothing.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, Chiefs.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Now here's Mahomes. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
50, yellow, yep. 57, 57.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He finds Smith out of the backfield. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 15.
Now Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Easy.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. That is caught. He finds Royals. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jalen Royals, 32 yards. And the Chiefs take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 57, 57.
They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Mahomes will do it himself. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And the Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
42 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10.
7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
11 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Gain of 3. Brings up
Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Right side. There's Likely with it. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
Hey.
3rd and goal. Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Attack!
Mahomes now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's got Smith here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 12.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Here's 2nd and 10.
Taking down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Ripley.
10 at the 47-yard line.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Yellow!
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
15! Yellow! Hey, 43!
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He'll try to do it himself. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of Well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
Brings up 2nd and
They go play action with Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. Again to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6. A toss right to Henry. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now Jackson. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Derrick Henry evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Kansas City.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. That's laid out deep for Rice. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Tyler Luke to kick off
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Over the middle here to Brown. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Swings this out for Hunt. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
A handoff now for Pacheco. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Brings up second and 7.
Hey, 57, call it. Yellow. 40, hey, Ripless. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
That's good. Baltimore, first down.
And a busy night for Henry continues. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Second and 9. Now Lamar changing the look. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Walker with a grab. Left side. And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Third and 7.
On third down, Henry. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Yo. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10.
First down.
A give up the gut to Hill. And He edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Come on! 180! Go ahead.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And it's taken in at the 9. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 7. Henry up the middle. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Here's 3rd and 3. Now Lamar changing the play.
3rd and 3.
Throwing is Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 15. Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
46-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Report! Alpha, sit on! 180! Finish up! Sit on!
They'll try the right side with Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. An audible here to get a new look. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. He'll try to do it himself. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Here's 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Smith. breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. A give to Smith out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Mahomes will do it himself. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Butker now to add the extra point. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Jackson going to keep it. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Jackson. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and you watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
What a thrilling 4th quarter this one was. Well, at least I guess if you're